Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to fix an iPhone 5 screen. So you just take out the bottom pentalobe screws. There's two of them. And then you're going to want to go in on the bottom left side with a metal spudger. Be pretty careful though, there is a cellular antenna on the right side that you can damage. So just make sure that you are being gentle and not scraping anything when you go in there. So once you have it open, you're going to want to take your Phillips screwdriver and take off the 3 screws holding the little metal plate down on the connections. These are the 3 screws here. So after you get that metal plate off, you're going to want to go in with a plastic spudger and gently remove the LCD digitizer and front-facing camera connections. And now we're just going to test the new screen, make sure that it's working properly before we fully install all the parts on it. And while we're waiting for the phone to turn on, we're going to take off the home button and the back plate, as well as the front-facing camera and your ear speaker. Those are all located on the back of the screen, and you're going to want to make sure you lay out the screws in a way that you'll remember to put them back properly, because each of those screws are different sizes. So we remove the speaker, and then you're going to want to go in with the plastic spudger to remove the front-facing camera. Once you got that removed, we're going to take the back plate off and go down to the home button. Remove that. You're going to want to be really careful with the home button ribbon though. I'm going to go back to the phone, disconnect the new screen. We know that it's working now, and we're just going to basically do everything we just did backwards. So we put on the back plate, the home button now. Just going to want to make sure that it's centered because it does have the square on the iPhone 5 home button. Make sure to test the home button, make sure it actually clicks. Sometimes with certain aftermarket screens it could not click properly, so just make sure that it is working. We're just placing the plastic camera housing in place and putting the microphone, the speaker microphone, into a little rubber housing that it pops right into. And then you just fold the camera over and put it into its little housing as well. Now we can install the speaker and its little speaker plate. Just screw it back into place after it's lined up. Make sure that the connections for the speaker and the connections on the front-facing camera are lined up. Otherwise you can have some issues with your speaker not working. Now we're basically done. Just reconnect the LCD digitizer and front-facing camera connections onto the motherboard. Be really gentle when you're doing this. You don't want to damage anything on the motherboard or damage the actual connections themselves on the parts. And put the plate back on there. Now we're just going to pop the screen back in place. There's some grooves in the top of the actual LCD frame, as well as some grooves in the metal frame of the phone that you can kind of feel. It should just sort of click in there. And then you just work your way down each side until you're near the bottom. And just make sure everything lines up good. Make sure there isn't too many dents, otherwise you can crack the screen. And then as soon as you get it in, just put the pentalobe screws back in and you're done.